mundo, mundo, whack, mundo, mundo, whack, whack, mundo, 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 whack, mundo, mundo, whack.
My name's Ben Foreman. I'm originally from Rhode Island. This year we started up San Diego Spurs. The last season was, kind of hit or miss. One of our members, Andrew Smith, he came along and kind of put together a Facebook page, which was like, hey, let's get the Spurs supporters in San Diego together. Let's have a place to talk, converse, go over games and stuff like that. But there wasn't very much of everyone getting together in one spot. It was, maybe 2-3 people, one game. Sometimes we got some pretty good games. But all in all, it was kind of a ramshackle kind of thing. And, we never had the feeling that we've had this year. So this summer, I came along and decided, I really want to make this something official.
I actually started following the Spurs in 2006. My son was born in April of 2006. World Cup time was coming. I ended up following a lot of teams and really was drawn to Spurs and their real direct style that time without being long ball. It was very attractive football. Very exciting not to follow a team who's kind of been made by money or by mercenary kind of atmosphere, but by tradition. Great history to it.
Tottenham till I die. I'm Tottenham till I die. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm Tottenham till I die.
I'm a Spurs fan because of pretty much Clint Dempsey. I used to just watch as much soccer, football, as whatever I could catch on the TV, and then I'd follow Dempsey around, and then I finally just really started looking into the history of Tottenham, and I didn't want a glory hunting team. I didn't want to be like one of those people. I looked up the history, and I was like, this is my team. I was like, I love it. It's the most passionate fans in the league.
Here's what I like about football in San Diego too, is like every now and then you get someone who takes it a little too seriously. But the reality is we live thousands of miles away from where this is real, where it's like traditions of generations and generations. But we can still be a family, we can still be supporters together, we can still be loyal and die hard. But there's a sense of levity about it, there's a sense of joy about it that maybe doesn't take on the same kind of this firm versus this firm and all that kind of stuff that happens in England.
Actually migrated, we went to the Waterfront Bar and Grill for about a month, and we actually really liked it. We were having a good time there, and then they changed the setup, and it just really wasn't conducive to watching games there. And luckily, we were kind of like, hey, we're looking for somewhere else, and the Harp came along and opened their doors, and they've been amazing. And we've watched here now since November, October, something like that.
He's our number 23. He's a yellow to a me. To the left, to the right. He's a little dynamite. He plays a little wide. He makes Brazil look shy.
That's like with Tottenham is like just the singing, the passion is just even more than any other team. So it's just it suits me perfectly because you get to just emote like all your feelings and stuff, and live and die, have heart attacks and stuff with your friends too. So it's great. This is finding the San Diego Spurs supporters group has made it 100 times more fun than watching the games at home on my couch and celebrating by myself or with my wife who's addicted to Harry Kane now.
I want to fill the Harp with as many Spurs supporters as I can.
This is a massive turnout. If you want to come here and watch Tottenham Hotspur, the greatest team the world has ever seen, come here. Saturday, 3 p.m.
I've had this conversation with lots of people. I don't really think that you choose a team. I think that you watch games, teams choose you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't sit down when you're 10 years old and you're like, I'm looking for a team that you want to watch, and all of a sudden the Lakers come on, or the Celtics, or whatever it is, and then you're drawn to that team. You don't choose them based on a checklist of analytics kind of that you can measure. But to me, you don't choose your team. Your team is given to you by watching it and finding it like it fits you,
There's a group mentality and a group atmosphere at football matches. And we want that. We don't want to sit at the bar or on our couches by ourselves. The fact that we know that there are, this group of other people in the city that watch the team, that's huge to us. This year, we could end, as long as we end above relegation, I don't care. This year's been amazing. And it's in part to the fact that I've been able to watch with these people that have become my weekend